the bright future of Spanish stadiums. The football level is already elite, and the stadium investment wave ahead of the 2030 World Cup could push the country to the very top in terms of infrastructure. In the future, only few countries will be able to keep up. In this video, we'll go through the most exciting stadiums set to arrive in the coming years. We'll rank them from the smallest to the biggest, so the scale keeps building with every stop. Let's get into it. StadiumDB.com presents Future Stadiums in Spain. Nuevo Estadio Municipal Marbella. Capacity 10,000. Marbella FC. Nuevo Estadio Municipal Marbella will rise on the site of the demolished Estadio Antonio Lorenzo Cuevas as a football-first venue. The concept pairs the stadium with a major mixed-use package, an underground car park, a hotel, a wellness zone, and a retail and food promenade. It's far more restrained than the flashy 2020 idea with a retractable roof and a yacht-shaped building, but it still aims for a modern, multi-purpose standard. Finetwork Arena. Capacity 18,000. CD Eldense. Finetwork Arena is meant to be football-specific, with stands all around the pitch, higher along the sidelines, and fully covered. From the outside, the seating bowl is wrapped by a facade, and the overall form is irregular and sculptural. The plan also includes an underground car park and a commercial zone to keep the venue active beyond match days. Coliseum Getafe. Capacity 19,500. Getafe CF. The Coliseum is set to gain a more futuristic look, with a facade that's lit at night and partially perforated so the stadium feels lighter and more modern after dark. A roof will cover every stand, and the top surface is expected to include elements that can function as a solar installation. Inside, the project upgrades the matchday standard, including a VIP zone with 69 boxes, alongside a capacity increase. The goal is a closed, unified stadium that reads as one coherent arena rather than separate stands. Estadi Ciutat de Valencia. Capacity 26,000. Levante D. This is modernization, not demolition. The key visual feature is a light cable-supported canopy built as an independent structure around the existing concrete stands. The second pillar is the rework and expansion of the understand facilities. The whole look is meant to be tied together by a breathable, open-work facade in club colors, with a screen integrated into the south stand. Though, so far, the roof stage is the part that has been delivered. Nuevo Sardinero. Capacity 27,000. Racing Santander. The biggest shift is the silhouette. A completely new roof and facade are meant to turn the stadium from a set of simple stands into a single polished arena. The east and west stands will be expanded to lift capacity. Behind the enlarged seating, the project adds a new backside to the building. Commercial space, event rooms, offices, and a club museum, functions that physically thicken and complete the volume. On the east side, today's car parks are planned to become a major public square, while that facade turns into green stepped terraces, the most urban and instantly recognizable signature of the redesign. Nuevo Estadio Martínez Valero. Capacity 31,000. Elche. The revamp turns the stadium into a cleaner, more contemporary bowl wrapped in a new exoskeleton frame, with white and green perforated panels echoing Elche's famous shirt stripe and lighting up at night. The main stand gains a roof over its upper tier, expanded VIP and hospitality areas, and refreshed interiors. The project by item, worth around 40 million euros and funded with support from CVC, is scheduled to finish before the 2026-27 season and the 50th anniversary of Martínez Valero's inauguration. Thanks for 100,000 subscribers. Huge respect. We're not slowing down. We're going even harder. If you're not subscribed yet, hit subscribe and let's keep going. Abanca Balaídos. Capacity 43,000. Celta Vigo. Balaídos has been in the planning or redevelopment phase for many years, with new ideas emerging very frequently. This is partly linked to the 2030 World Cup, for which Vigo has aspired from the very beginning, while its uncertain position has created space for increasingly bold proposals. Although the main project developed over the past decade assumed a capacity of under 30,000, in order to meet World Cup requirements, Vigo proposed an expansion in 2025 to 43,000 seats, including a main stand accommodating 16,000 spectators. Ibercaja Romareda. Capacity 43,110, Real Zaragoza. Instead of another patch-up, Zaragoza goes for a full replacement. A new football-first stadium on the footprint of the old Romareda. The mass stays rectangular, but gains motion through subtle bulges and recesses inspired by the local Kierzo wind, topped by a light roof that covers every seat and a rooftop viewing terrace. The stands are planned as a two-tier layout, with the lower tier sunk below ground level and slim VIP balconies running between levels along the sidelines. Inside, the concept adds major facilities, VIP, museum, club store, and the venue will operate under the naming deal as Ibercaja Romareda. Estadio de Gran Canaria. Capacity 44,484. UD Las Palmas. Gran Canaria is set to become a fully wrapped stadium. Roof and facade merge into a bright flowing shell that covers the entire venue, the La Nube cloud concept. All seating is planned to be fully covered, and a panoramic screen is set to sit along the roof. Capacity rises, while commercial and hospitality zones expand to keep the stadium buzzing. Estadio Ramón Sánchez Pizjuán. Capacity 55,000. Sevilla FC. This is a radical reset, not a gradual upgrade. The existing stands are meant to be removed, the pitch lowered by a few meters, and a new compact stadium built in their place. The whole shape is tied together by a huge flat roof that extends beyond the stand footprint, making the stadium read like it's covered by one giant slab. The facade is defined by vertical red ribs and the return of the historic mosaic on the main stand side, while the south end gets terraces and a more pronounced roof overhang supported by additional columns. This is also where the main entrance is planned. Estadio Benito Villamarín. Capacity 60,379. Real Betis. The headline change happens at the front. The current main stand is to be demolished and replaced by a new, taller stand that finally locks into the rest of the stadium as one coherent structure. A continuous roof will cover the entire bowl. A stepped cascading building attaches to the new main stand on the outside, and the public space in front becomes a proper urban square. Works are already underway with expanded commercial zones, restaurants, museum, event center, rooftop terrace. Betis has moved to La Cartua, planned return 2028. Nou Mestalla. Capacity 70,044. Valencia CF. This transforms a massive concrete skeleton into a full-scale modern stadium with striking oval form. The exterior is planned as a Mediterranean-style breathable balcony facade, wrapped by silvery ribbons, plus external access towers leading to the upper tiers. A roof supported by a ring of slender columns will cover every seat, with a white membrane as the main surface, lighting underneath, and two video boards. Inside, the three-tier bowl remains, featuring a huge bat mosaic formed by black seats opposite the main stand, plus hospitality, retail, and a club museum. Spotify Camp Nou. Capacity 105,053. FC Barcelona. The biggest change is at the top. The old third tier removed and replaced by a new, larger level with uniform height around the entire stadium. Next comes full coverage. A roof of over 47,000 square meters lightweight membrane covers the entire bowl, with integrated lighting, video systems, eco-features, and special skybox as one of the stadium's standout experiences. New exterior with 3 levels of wide-open terraces gives a contemporary profile. Between second and third tiers, a ring of premium VIP zones. Inside, upgrades to modern standards. The Espai Barça complex becomes year-round sports, entertainment, and services hub. Work started summer 2022. Timeline slipped, full completion end of 2028 with phased return. Let's finish with a nostalgic question. What were you doing when construction of the Nou Mestalla began in 2007? Drop your answer in the comments. See you next week and every day on our social media and website.